Super Bowl 40 is here, everybody. Your Oakland Raiders are Motown bound as we are set to face off with the Green Bay Packers. A Super Bowl II rematch. It's time to claim the title, everyone. First, let's just take a little look at how we got here. A little look back at the past offseason we've had, because it's been a roller coaster. It's been a lot of additions, a lot of subtractions. First, looking at our retirements here, Rod Woodson, Jerry Rice, two future Hall of Famers. They left us. Rich Gannon also retired. So we had a lot of holes to fill, with Charles Woodson also his contract expiring. We made sure to re-sign Charles to a huge contract. Nice little payday for him. We also added a lot of core pieces here. Todd Pinkston, our wide receiver 2. Carlos Hall starting DN. Heath Evans holding it down to fullback. Jesse Armstead and James Ferrier bringing a lot of leadership and experience at linebacker, something we really needed. And of course, the big controversial move, trading for John Kitna from the Bengals to be our future quarterback. And I gotta say, I don't think it ended up bad. We're here in Super Bowl 40. I know there's a lot of controversy around that, but it certainly seems to have worked out. We also added some key contributors on our offense through the draft.
With the 20th selection in the 2005 NFL Draft, the Oakland Raiders select Matt Jones, wide receiver, Arkansas.
Wow, now this, Lucy got some explaining to do.
Matt Jones and running back Marion Barber, both were huge contributors to our offense this season. Unfortunately, both will not be playing in the Super Bowl due to injury. They suffered a couple games back, but cannot be understated enough how much they contributed to this team to get us to this position. We also had a huge trade acquisition at the trade deadline for Giants tight end Jeremy Shockey. Been a really good contributor and has been really valuable, especially with Marion Barber and Matt Jones going down. Another nice piece to this offense. So with all that said, we are up. The stage is set against the Green Bay Packers. I've already kind of ran through the roster in the last game. Not much else really to say anymore. This is a good team. We're a good team. This is why we're here in the Super Bowl, playing for Super Bowl 40. I want to do a little disclaimer. This is going to be a legit broadcast production. Anybody that's new here that doesn't know that we are going to really play this off like a real legit broadcast. I just wanted to throw that out there for anybody. I will have timestamps if you want to kind of just skim through and actually watch the game. But I hope you guys enjoy the whole thing and watch it all, because I had a lot of fun with this. This is basically Super Bowl 40, just in ESPN 2K5 mode is basically what we're doing here. So with all that said, let's get into it. Super Bowl 40, Oakland Raiders, Green Bay Packers. Here we go, everybody. Enjoy.
Bobby penalty, illegal use of ball, offense.
I'm going to dominate if I can, other than maybe life or death, the things that I want. I'm going to dominate them.
And he looks and throws, intercepted by the Oakland Raiders. Willie Brown at the 30, 40, 50. Oh man, Willie, he's going all the way. Touchdown Raiders.
The Oakland Raiders, more than anybody else, have what you'd call a really conglomeration of misfits, because these guys came from everywhere. Somehow they put it together. Awful lot of credit's got to go to John Madden and Al Davis too.
The Oakland Raiders were magnificent on that football field today, and to the people and the community in Oakland, we're proud to represent you and we intend to hold it.
Back is Plunkett, time to throw, deep to the end zone to Branch. It is caught by Branch. Touchdown Raiders.
This was our finest hour. This was the finest hour in the history of the Oakland Raiders. The Tom Flores, the coaches, and the great athletes, you were magnificent out there today.
Marcus Allen, play on which he should have lost 5 yards, and he goes 74 on the score.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players.
That's one.
You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
A three-course combo is so nice. 3 delicious dishes for one price. A little bit of ooh, that looks so great. A little bit of could hardly wait.
Applebee's original 3-course combos. Eating good in the neighborhood.
Some will get the dirty jobs. Others will lead a more leisurely life.
All you want to do is use me.
Still others will save lives. At GMC, we can't be certain how you'll use our trucks and SUVs, so we engineer them all to the highest standard, professional grade.
All you want to do is use me.
Everyone needs a best friend to get them through heartbreak.
I should have tried harder to make it work.
Yeah, you should have. Then I wouldn't have had to listen to you whine like a teenage girl.
I'm afraid to call her because she might hang up on me.
All new Freddie after an all-new George. Wednesday only on ABC.
Tonight on Action News at 11, it does more than just play games. This toy could be putting kids in danger. Plus, 97 single women, 1 oversized cake, and the prize they're dying to get their hands on. Tonight on Action News at 11.
ABC Sports welcomes you to the following special presentation of the National Football League, Super Bowl 40.
Roger has a man open in the end zone. Touchdown, drop. Jackie Smith all by himself. Norwood. It is no good. It is caught by Dyson. Can he get in? No, he cannot.
For 39 seasons, this gridiron champions has been stalked by warriors. Today, 2 teams will march onto the field, knowing that only one can get the whole Vince Lombardi trophy. This is the Super Bowl.
Certainly the ghost of Vince Lombardi, prevalent in snow-covered Detroit, Michigan. Midwest friendly in the heart of America, home of Motors and Motown, the Big Three and the Four Tops. But today, Ford Field in Detroit is the football capital of the world. Grab a seat, buckle up, we're ready to roll. Next stop, Motown and the Super Bowl. ABC's heading for the NFL Big Five, the 40th edition at XL size. You better get ready, sit back and hold tight. One team's grabbing this trophy tonight. Hit it! Come on and hit it! Come on and get ready! Are you ready for some football? The world's biggest party! Who's gonna hug Lombardi? The players are ready. Alan, John, and Mike. Super Bowl!
Hello, folks. I'm Dan Stevens. Welcome to the Motor City, Detroit, home of Super Bowl 40 here on ESPN. As always, I'm with Peter O'Keefe. And Peter, the excitement in the air here is unbelievable.
You got that right. It's what everybody's been waiting for. Mike Sherman has to be happy with how his team responded to the question he posed at the beginning of the year, can we win it all? Coach Turner is as focused as I've ever seen him. He knows that it all comes down to this one single game, and he has put all of his energies into it. And I tell you what, Dan, let's not shortchange these fans either. They are just as into this as anybody. Wow!
Good to see you too. Great football today. Beautiful football. You guys ready for this? Ready? I think you got a little sleep for it. Coach. Well, hey, I can't wait for this team to get started.
Now, performing our Star-Spangled Banner. From the great city of New Orleans, Dr. John and Aaron Neville. And from the great city of Detroit, Aretha Franklin.
Dawn, early light, but so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars roll us by.
About to get underway. Let's go to the coin toss.
Gentlemen, I have here the official Super Bowl coin for the coin toss. On one side, 2 helmets, that will be head. On the other side, the official Super Bowl logo, that will be tail.
I'll try heads.
It's tails.
Kicking off for the Raiders.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Janikowski kicks it off, and the Super Bowl is underway. Ferguson downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Packers will start this first play of the drive at their own 20-yard line. Green loses about 3, and that brings up second down.
Down! Set! Check! Goal 16! Check! Goal 16!
Favre lobs this one over the middle, and it's intercepted. Stop at the 27. Interception. They'll start this drive at the 27-yard line.
Great! 34!
Porter didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete. Falls incomplete, but it would have been a minimal gain had they completed it anyway.
Check! 40 down!
Kick Kitna hits some air under this pass, and it's incomplete. They couldn't connect on this one. Incomplete. That will bring up fourth down. Third and long. They have a chance, but it's incomplete.
Those are the situations where you want someone to step up and make a play.
But no one did, and it will now be fourth down. Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Janikowski with the 44-yard attempt, and they take the lead.
Janikowski sends it whizzing between the goalposts for a field goal straight down the pike.
How was your weekend, Davis?
Actually, sir, I spent most of mine here. I had an idea to hide Bud Lights all around the office, you know, give the employees a little morale booster.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
I guess the savages didn't find all of them.
Sir, excuse me, I'm gonna have to wand you.
Oh, drop the bag, sir?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna have to take that.
I'm sorry, what?
What is that, sir?
Sierra Mist.
Thank you.
Please hand it over, sir. You just... You want? You're just going wah, wah when you put the thing over the Sierra.
No, I'm not, sir. Buzz, we got a troublemaker.
Just give me the word, Wendy. Oh, I'm good.
Janikowski takes this one away. Ferguson fields it all the way back at the 4. Dragged down at the 34.
Face mask, number 98, kicking team. 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
The Packers were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their 39-yard line. Favre zings it to the right side, and it's caught at the 47. Finally stopped at the 42. First down. Down, 3 wideouts in the game. Green catches it in the back and tries to get free. Green takes the handoff and runs into traffic. Armstead tackles in behind the line of scrimmage. Nice job eliminating any forward progress on that play. That will bring up a 3rd and long.
47! 47!
Ferguson makes the nice catch and is at the 15. Eventually tackled at the 7. It'll be 1st and goal.
Robert Ferguson has hands to make the catch, but he's also got legs. Watch. There's the grab, and now the run. It's all about desire, baby. How bad do you want it?
First down, goal to go. Favre fires this one over the middle, and it's caught for a touchdown.
One perfectly, and the D was nowhere to be found.
You got that right. Missed coverage all around. He gets the touchdown off a nice play. Fantastic athleticism.
What a player.
Now the extra point, and it's good.
Hey, the guys are coming over to watch the game. Aren't you worried about them drinking all the Bud Light?
Not to worry. Look what I had installed.
A secret revolving wall. Dude, you're a genius.
Guys, hurry up! The Magic Fridge is back!
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
Magic Fridge. Magic Fridge.
Next time, use FedEx.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Longwell rockets this one deep. Gabriel downs this in the end zone for a... The Raiders get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Zero carries this off his left tackle and chews up about 4 on the play.
Check, go, 119. Check.
Kitna throws a bullet to the flat, and it's complete at the 25. Stopped at the 30.
Todd Pinkston made the catch without any challenge from the defense, and he took advantage of it.
Third and 10. Ball the Raiders, 30-yard line.
Caraway has his number called on 3rd down and picks up. Caraway picks up a yard on the play, and that brings up 2nd down. Tumble forward for a few extra yards because there's no way you're getting by him.
Yeah, he can close so quickly that you just don't have time to get up to speed.
James gets the sack way back at the 29. James sacks him way back at the 21. It'll be 4th down.
James and the offense a huge loss by getting a sack way in the backfield. Check it out. Oh, yeah, he went right through the O-line and got to his... So far, he's got 2 tackles and 2 sacks.
Leckler lines up for the punt. Leckler takes the long snap and pummels this one deep. Walker fields the deep punt at the 29. Brought down at the 35. The Packers offense takes the field, and they will start at their 35-yard line. Henderson goes in motion. Favre throws a bullet to the flat, and it's caught at the 32. Armstead tackles him behind the line of scrimmage. That's his 2nd tackle so far. Green carries it past scrimmage and rambles for about 5. Let's go back and revisit that last tackle in the backfield. Great stop.
Well, Dan, you've heard the phrase, what you see is what you get. And with Jesse Armstead, you see a linebacker that's seemingly in the backfield on every play. That's why this guy's a regular in the Pro Bowl.
3rd down from the shotgun. Favre unloads this one to the left, and the reception's made at the 40. Finally dropped at the 37. That will bring up 1st down. Clayton penetrates and stops that back at the 41. And that'll do it for quarter number 1. The Packers are out in front, 7-3.
Didn't need to see that. Nope.
Thanks for cleaning the gutters.
Anything for you, hon.
Cleaning the gutters. Yeah, I'm realigning the satellite dish.
It's a good one.
Hey, it's fixing a leak in the roof.
Even better.
No, I'm really fixing a leak.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
I'm good.
Patient has a fractured fibula. Given him a mild sedative. So he can be able to go home tomorrow.
Daddy's gonna be so excited.
All good.
That killed him.
Paging Dr. Palmer, Dr. Barbara Palmer. Dial 452.
Tonight, Diddy, Eminem, and the game's biggest star on Jimmy Kimmel Live, only on ABC.
Franks goes in motion.
Green 37! Green 37!
Favre really rifles this pass, and the catch is made well past the markers for a first down.
Bubba Franks has the guy shadowing him, but still manages to make the catch. He beats his man cold. It's all about staking your turf.
First down, 10 yards to go.
Green 66! Green 66!
Buchanan makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Philip Buchanan came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
Driver goes in motion. Green will get the carry on second down and heads wide left. Dragged down at the 16.
Four wideouts versus nickel coverage. Let's see who wins this one.
This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete.
Pass interference, number 31. Defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul.
Green gets the call on first down and passes the line. Tackled at the 4. And I'll tell you, Peter, he made a great tackle there. He brought down one of the more elusive backs in the game.
Well, we got an excellent running tandem in the backfield, Dan. Watch out for them here.
No dice, and it falls incomplete.
Pass interference, number 51. Defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
James Ferrier slapped around the receiver way too much on that play, and the ref let him know it.
Black 22! Switch! Black 22!
Number 95 knocks him down and gets the sack way back at the 9.
Down! Set!
Touchdown!
Franks makes the catch here with 3 defenders on his tail. I tell you, I was not expecting that pass at all. I wonder if you knew it was coming.
Probably should never have been made. It was very risky, but it did work out.
Yeah, it's all about staying focused and believing in your teammates.
That's his second TD reception, and obviously the passes are coming his way when they get in the red zone.
Well, he's taken on the role of scorer today, Dan, and I got to tell you, he's filling that role nicely.
It's good.
As we walked by, soft kisses on a summer's day, laughing all our cares away, just you and I. Sweet, sleepy warmth of summer nights, gazing at the distant lights and dreaming of you.
Introducing mobile ESPN. Sports fans, your phone has arrived.
Hey guys, just thought you might want to know, sales aren't up, they're down. Yes, sir.
Want a new job? We've got the most. CareerBuilder.com. A better job awaits.
That's the thing about you people. You're not scared enough. Everyone around here actually thinks we're safe.
An all-new Lost. Wednesday night, 8 Central, only on ABC.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Longwell booms a beauty here. Gabriel downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their own 20-yard line. Kitna makes the throw after the play action fake, and it's complete for a first down and a whole lot more.
Jeremy Sharkey takes it down 2 defenders and comes away with the football. Oh, nice catch.
And I'll tell you what, he made that precision route look easy.
Too easy.
Zeraway gets the toss and runs into traffic. Tackled at the 49.
Go 26! Listen up! Go 26!
Vargas gains 5 on the play, and that will bring up first down. Evans goes in motion.
Blue 13!
Zeraway takes it off the toss and passes the line. Tackled at the 43.
Listen up! Go 44! Listen up! Go 44!
Kitna throws a bullet, and it's knocked away from the receiver, incomplete.
Todd Pinkton was the intended receiver. Go! Listen up! Go 74! Down! Set!
Morin catches it in the flat, and he's looking for room. No one in front of him. Eventually pushed out of bounds at the 7. It'll be first and goal.
Johnny Morin makes a sweet little move after the catch that we just got to fire up the replay-o-matic for. Wow, he's always fighting for those extra yards. That move helped get him a
first down, 2 wideouts on the field.
Listen up! Gray
incomplete. Kitna fires this one over the middle, and it's tipped. Incomplete. That will bring up 4th and goal. Well, the D holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up 4th down. Janikowski with a 24-yarder, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Janikowski kicks it off. Ferguson fields the kickoff at the 2. Brought down at the 23. The Packers are looking for some separation before half and will start this drive at their own 23-yard line.
Green, 37.
This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete.
Brett Favre is putting on quite a display out there, Dan. He's finding his receivers and getting into a rhythm out there, both with the long and the short ball. He's racked up 116 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Driver goes in motion.
Green, 66.
Tyler Brayton targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's his 3rd tackle of the game.
41.
Buchanan tips it away on the coverage, incomplete.
Ineligible receiver downfield, number 68, offense. The penalty is declined. Incomplete pass.
Sandler lines up to punt after the 3 and out.
Number 6 to make the return.
Sandler gets the ball and punts it away. Morin fields the punt at the 35. Stop at the 41.
Johnny Morin got swarmed by the kicking team.
Porter makes a tough catch, and it's good for a gain of 10 on the play.
Jerry Porter ran out of bounds there, well short of where he wanted to go.
Second dimension. Ball
down.
Zaraway gets his 7th carry of the game and heads upfield. 1st down, 1 man down. Pinkston goes in motion. Chucky catches it over the middle, and he's got the 1st down and a whole lot more. Kitna zips it to the left sideline, and it's caught for the score.
Terrific completion in double coverage here. Wow, now that is one confident QB.
They're going to go for 2 here. Chucky goes in motion. Chucky makes the catch on the right sideline, and he's in for the 2-point conversion.
This is a nice carry. He's going to take this baby past the goal line, straight to Toonsville. That's a great play.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Janikowski rockets this one deep. Ferguson downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Packers stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 20-yard line.
Switch! Black 15!
Henderson makes the catch out to the left and gains a couple. Favre throws a bullet in the flat, and the Raiders take their first timeout.
Blue 19!
Gibson tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. Sandler lines up for the punt. Sandler gets the snap and punts it away. Warren takes it at the 34. Tackled at the 44. The Raiders offense takes the field with the clock at 5. Dragged down at the 22. So that'll bring the first half of football to a close as the clubs head to the locker room, all tied.
Coming up, the Sprint Super Bowl 40 halftime show, starring the Rolling Stones. And after the game, download songs from the performance exclusively from the Sprint Music Store.
On June 9th, buckle up for the ride of your life. From the creators of Finding Nemo and The Incredibles, Disney presents a Pixar film.
I'd give my left 2 lug nuts for something like that.
Paul Newman, Owen Wilson.
I love being me.
Cars.
Hey there, Mater. She's my fiancée. What? I'm just kidding. She just likes me for my body.
In theaters June 9th.
It's not that easy being green. Having to spend each day the color of the leaves. When I think it could be nicer being red or yellow or gold. It's not that easy being green. I guess it is easy being green.
The 36 mile per gallon Ford Escape Hybrid.
Yeah, you're up to me. I'm gonna be wide open.
The world of light beer.
Woo! Yeah! You were open and now you are closed!
Just got a little darker. Introducing new Michelob Ultra Amber. With its deep amber color and full flavored taste, it's a new look of light beer.
No free pass to baby. Ooh, late hit.
The Super Bowl 40 halftime show. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rolling Stones.
Central, only on ABC.
We have a code, Black. Oh my God, don't move.
What did I do? All new Grey's Anatomy, tonight after the Super Bowl, only on ABC.
Very interesting first half of football thus far. We'll get back to you in a bit. First, let's welcome everybody to a special Super Bowl edition of our ESPN Halftime Report. I'm Chris Berman. A look at our first half numbers now, and the stat that leaps out at you, third down conversion. The Packers should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponent hang with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. And as far as my halftime hero, well, there's really no contest. Bubba Franks has taken over this game. So that does it for our halftime report.
50 years ago, we dedicated a place to all the castle gazers and elephant pilots, to all princesses in training and unofficial musketeers, to all the parents who remember and all the kids who are just finding out, to all who ever dreamed of space or that magic could be a place.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Join us now for a celebration big enough to hold 50 years of magic. Walt Disney World.
We're a nation of football fans. A nation of believers, dreamers, and rugged individuals. United in the belief that while all fans are created equally, we each love the game in our own way. The Super Bowl, about as American as America gets. It could be your 40th, it could be your first. You might just watch for the commercials. With our families and friends, tonight we're all connected by the game. So on this, our Super Sunday, we just want to say thanks. We're proud to be part of the family.
Can't you tell? I'm definitely a Brie.
I'm definitely a Gabby.
I just adore Lynette.
I'm definitely a Susan.
There's something about that Edie. She's my favorite.
Get in the game. All new Desperate Housewives next Sunday, 9/8 Central, only on ABC.
And today's game has been presented in ESPN Game Sound, designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Raiders get the ball first to start the second half, and they will have a chance to break the deadlock. It's all tied up here. Let's get down to the field and the action.
Kicking off for the Packers.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Longwell kicks it, and the second half has now started. Gabriel fields the second half kickoff at the 1. Brought down at the 20. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. How they turned the ball over leaps out at them. And you have to think that that could come back to haunt them. Turnovers are the most telling stat in the NFL.
We've got a quick update from ESPN's very own Susie Colbert. Susie.
Thank you, Dan. Head coach North Turner told me over halftime that he's been somewhat frustrated by their erratic play defensively in the first half. He said, on some plays we've been terrific, on other plays we've really looked sloppy. We need to get our wits about us and play with greater consistency in the second half. We'll see how they do. Dan, back to you.
Thanks, Susie. The Raiders bring their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Zarroway gets the handoff and gains about 3 yards. Kitna throws a bullet to the flat, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Number 28 with the deflection.
John Kitna knows how to spread the ball around, as you can see by this passing chart. He's getting the ball into his receiver's hands and has piled up 116 yards and 1 touchdown.
Porter pitches it left sideline and is at the 30. Eventually runs out of bounds at the 34. bring up first down. Speed. Zaraway will get stopped at the line, and that will bring up second down.
Go 27. Down. Set.
Chase down at the 44.
John Kitna has to resort to plan B on this play. That's why he gets the big bucks, Dan. He makes it happen no matter what. Oh, yeah, that scramble got him a nice gain. You can't coach that. That's just instinct.
Zaraway picks up 6 on the play, and they convert the third down. First down, and this is the 7th play of the drive. Zaraway gets the ball again and picks up a couple.
Number 28 with the Aina, down.
Kitna throws this on a rope, and the reception's made at the 40. Chase down at the 32. It will be first down.
John Kitna made the pass perfectly, zeroing in on his man despite the coverage. You know, it's all about accuracy in that situation. Damn bunch of receivers out there. Defense is expecting that, and they go to nickel.
Zaraway takes it off the toss and gets past the line. Dragged down at the 22.
Impressive yards on the ground here. Check it out. Boy, that's some nice running. It's all about field vision. And if you can see where you have room to roam, good things happen.
Peter, what a nice pickup to get them into a second and short.
21. We down.
Marcus picks up a yard on the play, and that brings up first down. Zaraway will get the carry on first down and gains about 3 yards. Pinkston goes in motion. Kitna lobs this one deep to the end zone, and it's caught for the score.
Jeremy Shockey had 3 guys covering him, but look what happens. Incredible catch.
That's his first touchdown of the day. Now the point after, and it's good.
I won't tell if you won't.
From the man who brought fantasy to life comes a hair product born into reality. Beauty has a face, perfection a name. And now, you can experience a shampoo worthy of only one man's name.
Life comes at you fast. Be ready with Nationwide. Investments, retirement, insurance.
Nationwide is on your side.
And now,
Chris Berman with the play-by-play of Disney's The Shaggy Dog.
It's Tim Allen versus the Shaggy Dog. Here's the snap. Oh, that turns him into a dog. Sometimes he's human, but mostly he's one sick puppy. But wait, the cat is talking trash. What? Look at the dog man go. He's weaving through traffic. Ouch! He could go all
The Shaggy Dog, rated PG.
He dropped the hammer on drama.
Directed by Brian Robbins.
You have a feeling?
Yes.
Okay, what kind of feeling?
Like I might die. Some doctors say it's a look.
Come on, people!
And the great beyond is heading for you. You feel it coming.
Oh my God. Go and tell the nurse we have a code black.
As of 10 minutes ago, I shut down the ORs.
Hannah, look at me. You can do this.
No. They want us to evacuate. Is it something bad?
I don't want you to move. Not your hand, not your body, not an inch.
She's panicking. If anybody wants to go, they should go.
If this was your last day, how would you want to spend it?
Okay, on the count of 3. 1,
I'm not leaving.
2.
What did I do?
An all-new Grey's Anatomy, tonight after the Super Bowl, only on ABC.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Janikowski kicks this one away. Walker catches it back at the 8. Stopped at the 26. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Well, there's the drive results, and the thing I want to talk about is how close this game is. When the score is like it is, one single mistake can change the whole game. They need to be careful here.
The Packers' offense comes out and finds themselves losing for the first time in the game. This drive will start at their own 26-yard line. Driver goes in motion. Gets the call on first down and moves forward for 7. Green gets the call again and picks up right. Carrier tackles in behind the line of scrimmage.
Amon Green is really struggling to get any traction, so to speak. No room to run anywhere, and he struggled just to get 7 yards on 9 carries.
Penetrates and stops him back at the 31. Sanders lines up to punt after the 3 and out.
Number 6 to make the return.
Sanders takes the long snap and punts it away. Morin fields the punt at the 27. Tackled at the 32. Pinkston goes in motion.
Black 32.
Zaraway chews up 9 yards, and that will bring up second down. And at the end of that play, Peter, it goes to show you what leverage and good positioning can do when it comes to making the tackle. Porter didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete. That will bring up fourth down. Fourth down, and the punting unit is on the field. Allen gets it snapped directly to him and can't convert. They will forfeit the ball on downs.
Corey Williams makes his presence known on this one. He's going to haunt the ball carrier's dream.
They handed over some choice field position.
Yeah, Dan, a punt would have made a heck of a lot more sense to me right here.
The Packers offense takes the field, and can they capitalize on the defensive stop? Well, they'll start this drive at the 41-yard line. Walker grabs the fastball over the middle and gets past the markers for a first down. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Raiders are out in front, 21-14.
There are many ways to help reduce the spread of bacteria. Some are just a bit more practical than others. Introducing practical solutions for practical living. P.S. The New Clean.
They say love's even better the second time around. The Crunchwrap Supreme is back to get classic Taco Bell taste wrapped up and good to go. Think outside the bun.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
From the creator of Saturday Night Live, Lorne Michaels.
Man, was it me?
Yeah. Comes a show that's unscripted. Just like your family. Sons and Daughters. Series premiere Tuesday, March 7th, 9, 8 Central. Only on ABC.
Green takes his 10th carry of the game and only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
With the tackle. Green, 66!
Franks moves it a lot here and tries to get free. Hammered down at the 11. That will bring up a first down.
He's going for speed. The Braves fought for a few extra yards after the catch. I like to see that in a player, that drive to get.
Green takes it for his 11th carry and heads wide right. And he's in for the touchdown.
Boy, they get some good yardage out of this one, Dan. And they do it a number of good ways. Good line blocking, good downfield blocking, and a nifty run to boot. Nice play.
Here's the point after, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Longwell booms a beauty here. Gabriel downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders were stopped on 4th down last time out. We'll see what happens as they start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Zeraway dodges this one way out right and takes it upfield. Finally popped out of bounds at the 33. First down. Chews up 4 yards, and that brings up second down.
Okay, what's the plan? Okay, let's go.
Second down from the shotgun. Porter catches it in the flat, and it is at the 40. Tackled at the 44. It will be first down.
He's going for speed. She's all alone.
Then goes in motion. Zeraway takes the snap and runs into traffic. Kitna floats this one out to the right sidelines. And the reception's made at the 37. Finally stopped at the 22. That will bring up first down.
Kingston has a great move after the catch. Check it out. Man, he's fun to watch.
That's broken kind of a cold streak for him. The last 2 passes, his...
Came to win, battle me, that's a sin. I won't ever slack up, I'll give it a back up. Try and play the role and you're the whole crew will back up.
Zeraway will take this one off the toss and gains about 3 yards.
Black 89! Hyena, Black 89!
Zeraway has his number called on second down and passes the line. Tackled at the 16. Porter catches the heater left sideline, and he gets the go-ahead touchdown.
Gary Porter gets open and gets the football for a gain there. Watch this again.
He is wide open. Now the extra point, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Janikowski rockets this one deep. Walker decides to take it out of the end zone. Brought down at the 17. The Packers offense takes the field with time winding down. They'll start at their own 17-yard line.
36.
Henderson gets the ball and heads out right. Tackled at the 24. Second down, 3 yards to go. Green is at the 35. Breaks free.
Mon Green makes a great play here, picks up some huge yards, takes it to the outside, and eventually runs out of bounds. Check it out. Nice play. He got what he needed, and then he headed for the sidelines.
Green, 15.
Driver snags the dart right sideline and is well past the markers for a first down.
22.
Favre unloads this one to the left, and it's off. Incomplete.
Red, 52.
Driver catches the bullet out left and picks up 4 on the play.
Donald Driver had a man playing him close back there, but he made a great move to get the catch.
They move the ball, and that'll bring up third down. Favre zings it to the right side, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Philip Buchanan was with the receiver all the way back there. Beautiful call by the D coordinator.
It'll be fourth down. Sanders gets ready to punt this away. Sanders gets the ball and punts it away. Morin fair catches it at the 14. The Raiders will start this drive deep in their own territory with the clock at 1:57. Zaraway takes it across the line of scrimmage and gains about 3 yards. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. Vargas gets the toss and runs into traffic. Tackled, and the clock will... The Packers take their first timeout. Vargas takes this one way out left, and the Packers will take a timeout.
Make the return.
Leckler gets the snap and pummels this one deep. The Packers let it bounce out of bounds at the 19. The Packers will start this drive deep in their own territory with the clock at 1:36.
Brown, 31.
The Packers take a timeout. That's their final one. Walker makes a nice catch, and he's got the first. The clock continues to tick down.
Down. Set.
Favre throws a bullet to the flat, and it's complete at the 42. Dragged down at the 44.
Face mask, number 38, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Clarence Long clearly tugs on the face mask here. You just can't do that and get away with it. Check it out. Yep, there's the flag. Definite face mask. That's a personal foul.
Johnson hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete. Second down. The clock is stopped at 1:10. Third down, one man back. Driver grabs the rope right side, and they get the first on 3rd and long. Marv throws a bullet to the flat, and it's incomplete.
Down, set, blue 19.
Walker grabs the bullet and gets past the markers for a first down.
Pass interference, number 38, defense. The ball was placed out of the foul. Automatic first down.
Down, set.
Green picks up 6 on the play, and
down, set.
it's intercepted. Stop at the 11.
Well, it's all about getting in position to make the grab. Watch here. Oh, that's perfect position.
Peter, you couldn't ask for more from him today.
And this game is over. There's no way for the D to stop the clock, and the offense is just going to sit on the ball to win this one. That's all, folks. They can now run out the clock. What a performance.
And this one is in the books.
A couple class acts down there. Great coaches.
And there is our Super Bowl MVP.
Oh, and he deserved it, Dan. What a performance. You know, Dan, that is such a great feeling. Let the party begin, baby.
And there it is. It's official. Well, that wraps it up for this year. Peter O'Keefe, along with me, Dan Stevens. See you all next year. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
Just won the Super Bowl. What are you going to do next? Living the dream. I'm going to Disney World.
Al, let me ask you something. With all the distractions that you have off the field, how are you able to keep focused on winning football games as you do and do throughout the years?
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win.
The Lombardi Trophy comes back to Oakland. Super Bowl 40. belongs to the Raiders. What an absolute amazing season that was. Couldn't be more proud of our guys. I mean, this is exactly what Al Davis built back in the old Raiders. A band of misfits, a lot of, castaways, guys like Jesse Armstead who got released, James Ferrier who got released, Todd Pinkston got released, John Kitna. Nobody wanted to give John Kitna a chance. He was already written off. His whole career was written off by now. We said no, screw that. We're gonna trade for John Kitna because guess what? He's still got some play in him. He can lead us He can lead us to the promised land. And guess what? John Kitna is a Super Bowl MVP now, everybody. Wow, what an absolute amazing season that was. Drafting guys like Matt Jones, who nobody was going to give a chance at wide receiver. It's a shame he got injured because I would have loved to see him, Charles Woodson, and Marion Barber in the playoffs and into the Super Bowl. But hey, it's always next man up in this league, and the Raiders absolutely made sure we overcame those obstacles. And now we're sitting here as Super Bowl 40 winners. Packers could not get the run game going. I mean, I could not believe it. Mon Green, I thought, honestly, going into this game, I thought Mon Green was going to run for 180 plus yards after seeing what Musa Smith did to us with the Ravens. But man, he could never get to the second level. Our linebackers were just swarming on him all game long. Jesse Armstead had a great game, I thought. James Ferrier did solid. Tyler Brayton did solid as well. And then how about Ray Buchanan? 2 interceptions. One to start off the game and one to seal the game. I couldn't be prouder of this team. What an absolute journey that was this season in 2005 for the Oakland Raiders. A lot of fun. So we are Super Bowl champs, everyone. That's going to conclude the 2005 season. I'm exhausted. I just edited so much footage, about 6 hours straight or something like that, of all this footage because I really want to make sure I got this out by this weekend. So I'm exhausted. We'll touch base later on like the future of the series and all that. Won't get into any of that now, but let's just enjoy this win of the Oakland Raiders. 05 Super Bowl champs. I hope everyone enjoyed that. I know I got a little crazy with all the I think it was like 18 minutes into the video until we actually kicked off. So I understand if that was a little much, but this is my project, and this is really what I envisioned. I really want to make this like a true broadcast. So I just said screw it, I'm going for it. But I'm so happy, people have been enjoying this series. Really did not anticipate, this much support. I know this is a very niche thing to do with all these commercials and kind of taking us back, to a 2004, 2005 broadcast and really treat it like that. Especially with me not like live commentating or anything. I'm just letting the game kind of play its thing with, all the broadcast elements. So very surprised and very grateful that everyone's been enjoying this. Can't say that enough. So, shout out to Raider Fats on the logo here. Your Oakland Raiders just won Super Bowl 40. Let's enjoy it and let's party now. That's going to do it for this video, everyone. Thanks for checking it out. Go Raiders.